Oh, lesson today is interval. Interval means first I want to recognize the concept of interval, recognize types of interval, represent an interval on a number line, and do operation on interval. First, I want to know what meaning of interval. Interval means that a period between two numbers. It's a subset of a real numbers. They have have types of interval. First interval is mean finite interval. It means that um, let A belongs to R and B belongs to R, A less than B. We define that interval is closed interval. I have closed interval and open interval. First, closed interval mean if I have two and three closed interval, x such that x belongs to R, x more than or equal to, and less than or equal 3. Or equal means that closed interval. If I have or equal, less than, more than, or equals means that it's a closed interval. So it means that 2 I have, 2 is included, 3 is included, and the numbers between 2 and 3 are included. Okay. Open interval means that if I have 1 and 5, open interval means that x less x such that x belongs to R, x more than 1 less than 5. That means that 1 not included in interval and 5 not included, but the number between 1 and 5 are included. Have open interval. What that means that have open interval or have closed. Have closed or have open, that means that you have a number closed included and another number not included. Have open means that, or have closed means that I have number included and another number not included. For example, I have 1 and 5. 1 is open, 5 is closed. This means that x more than 1 and less than or equal 5. More than or equal 5 means that it's 5 is included. It will be closed. 1 is open because I have x more than 1, but I don't have not equal or equal, sorry. Here I have an example. So if I have, say, 1 and 3, 1 is closed, 3 is open. So 1 is included and 3 not included, but the number between 1 and 3 are included. Negative infinite and infinite. Negative infinite means that the number of the negative number, and infinite means the positive number. They always open. Infinite always open. Infinite. If I have R positive, it means that 0 and positive infinite. Because R positive, it means that the number was a positive number. Okay. 0, it will be open because I don't have 0 in positive number because 0 neither positive nor negative. So it will be 0 is opened because it isn't included. It's not included. And another number, and after 0, the numbers after 0, and so on. And the infinite number, it will be open. Infinite always open. Or positive or negative, sorry. Or negative means that the negative number. The negative number means that the number less than 0, but 0 neither positive nor negative. So it will be 0 is open. And negative infinite, it's always open. So it will be R negative equal, negative infinite open and 0 open. R positive equal, 0 open and infinite open. If I have set of non-negative real numbers, non-negative. Non-negative means that I have 0. So it will be equal 0 in infinite. And 0, it will be closed because 0 is included. And infinite, positive infinite, because the non-negative means that 0 and the positive numbers. Okay. Set of non-positive real means that I don't have the positive number. So it will be negative infinite open and 0 closed. Why 0 is closed? Because 0 neither positive nor negative, so it will be included in non-positive real numbers. Infinite interval. Infinite interval, the infinite interval, it will be always open. An example here, 1 and infinite. 1 open and infinite, it always open, means that x, such that x belongs to R, x more than 1. More than 1, so it will be positive infinite. I write it 1 and infinite. 1 is open and infinite open. And I must arrange the number from smallest to greatest. So I can't write infinite and 1 because 1 is smaller than infinite. Because 1 is the smallest number in positive number. So it will be 1 and infinite. Here I have a number line of 1 and infinite. 1, it will be positive. So a positive infinite, I'll go to right, not left. Here I have negative infinite. As for example here, negative infinite and 5. X such that x belongs to R, x less than 5. X less than 5 means that's the number less than 5. So it will be go to negative because it's infinite numbers. So I'll go to the number less than, the real number less than 5. So the interval here, the negative infinite and 5. Negative infinite always open. 5 it will be open because 5 not included. Why? Because here the set is x such that x belongs to R, x less than 5. I don't have or equal. So how I can write it on the number line? I'll put the point on 5. So I'll go to the left because I want to go to the negative number. Okay. Also I have here, okay, 3 and infinite. 3 and infinite here means that I want the number after 3 and so on. Infinite number. 3 is less than infinite, so it will I write it 3 less, first, then I write infinite. Infinite always open. 3 it will be closed because I have here x such that x belongs to R, x more than or equal 3. So I'll cover that on the number line. It will be 3, the point 3, and I closed it. And I go to the right direction. Here I have here a and infinite means that a is closed, so it will be I have here x more than or equal. Or equal means that that's closed. X such that x belongs to R, x more than or equal a. Next, I want to write that on the number line, so I'll put point on A and go to right direction because I want to the number more than A. So I'll go to the positive direction. Here I have negative infinite open and two closed. So that means that x such that x belongs to R and x less than or equal to, because I want the number less than 2 and or equal to, so it will it will be closed. And negative infinite always open, so I write negative infinite first and 2. 2 it will be closed, the negative infinite it will be open. And write on the number line, I'll put point on 2 and go to negative infinite, negative number, and 2 it will be closed, so I'll close it on the number line. Here I have an example also. I have here negative infinite and a. Negative infinite, negative infinite, it will be closed, and a, negative infinite, it's always open, and a always close. A here closed because I have here x less than or equal a. I have here or equal, so it will be closed, and I want less than, so I go to the negative direction. And I'll I want to set it represent it on the number line. I write the number line and put a point A and go to the negative direction. So I'll cover the A because it will be closed and go to negative direction. For example, here, write down the following set in the form of intervals is represented on the number line. The first one, letter A, x such that x belongs to R and x more than or equal -1 less than or equal 3. Here I have or equal and or equal. The first sign is -1 and the second number is 3. I put here -1 first and 3 second because I want to arrange the number from small to big. Here, in -1, I have here or equal, I'll put -1 closed because -1 here is included. 3 here closed also because 3 is included. So I write interval closed, -1 and 3 closed, and I write it on the number line. I'll put point on the -1 and I'll put point on the 3 and covered it and join them because here I have -1 and 3 and the number between the real number between them. So I'll join from -1 to 3 and close them. Next example, x here, x such that x belongs to R, x more than -1 less than 3. I don't have here or equal, so it will be open interval. And I arranged it from small to big. Here, -1 less than 3, so I'll write -1 and 3. And I'll open the interval because -1 not included and 3 not included. Okay, so I write it here, open interval, -1 and open interval 3. I write it on the number line. Here -1, here 3. I'll put point on it and put point on it, and I don't cover them because they are opened, so they aren't included. But the number between them, the real number between them must be joined because the interval means the period between two numbers. So I want the number between the real number between -1 and 3, but -1 and 3 not included here. So I must put it open and join them because I want the number between them. Let us see. Here x more than or equal -1 less than 3. Here I have or equal first, then not less than only without or equal. Here I have opened or have closed. So I write it from small to big, -1 first, then 3 second. I'll close the -1 because I have here less than or equal. 3 it will be open because 3 less than only without or equal. So I write it -1 closed, 3 open, and I'll put it in the number line. I will point on the -1, point on 3. I close -1. I open 3. So I join them because I want the real number between them. Letter D. Here's the x such that x belongs to R, x more than -1 less than or equal 3. Here also I have first less than and second less than or equal. So I put -1 open, 3 closed because -1 not included and 3 is included. So I write at -1 open, 3 closed. I write it on the number line. I put point on -1 and put point on 3. I covered 3 but open -1 and join between them. I have x more than or equal 4 less than or equal 7. X here more than or equal 4 or equal means that closed. Or equal here more means that closed. It will be closed 4 first and 7 second because 4 is less than 7 and I want the number between them. So I write it on the number line. I'll put point on 4 and put point and on 7 and close 4, close 7 and join between them. Here I have here x more than -3 less than or equal 5. So it means that -3 not included and 5 is included. So I'll open -3 and close 5. I put it on the number line. I represent I put point on -3, put point on 5. I open -3, I closed 5. So I join between them because I want the number of the real number between them. For example, express shows the following. Intervals use the description method. then represent only the number line. Here I have 3 and 5 closed. So 3 is included and 5 is included. So it will be set x such that x belongs to R. So it will be x more than or equal 3 less than or equal 5. Because I have here close the interval, so it will be or equal. And write it on the number line. I make number line. I put point on 3, put point on 5. I close 3, I close 5, and join between them. Next, negative 4 and 2. Negative 4 up and 2 open. So it will be negative 4 not included, 2 not included. So it will be that x such that x belongs to R. So it will be x more than negative 4 less than 2 only without or equal because they are open interval. So it will be x such that x belongs to R, x more than negative 4 less than 2. I put it on the number line. I determine negative 4, determine 2, open negative 4, open 2, and join between them. Next, 0, 5. 0 is open, 5 is closed. So it will be 0. 0 not included, but 5 is included. So I have x, I have here only or equal. Okay, I'll put it x such that x belongs to R, x more than 0 only without or equal, and less than or equal 5 because 5 is included but 0 not included. I present the number line. I put point on 0, put point on 5. I open 0 and covered 5 and join between them because I want the number or the real number between 0 and 5. Okay, operation on interval. For example, here I have x, negative 1 and 3 open. Negative 1 and 3 open. So negative 1 not included and 3 not included. Why here 1 and 5 closed? Here, find using the number line each of the following. Here I have x union y, x union y, x intersection y, x difference y, y difference x. First, x union y. What's the meaning of union? Union here, I want the union between x and y. So first, I'll draw x on the number line first. Here, first, x is negative 1 and 3. Negative 1 open, 3 open, y, 1 closed, and 5 closed. I want here x union with y. So I want the number in x and in y in one interval. So I'll take the first number, negative 1, and the last number 5, because I want the number between negative 1 and 5. Here, the interval here, it will be negative 1 and 5. Negative 1 is open, it will be open. Negative 5 is closed, it will be closed. So the answer is will be negative 1 and 5, negative 1 open and 5 closed. Because negative 1 and 5, I want the number between them. I found that I make union between x and y. I'll take the first number in x and the last number in y. It will be union between them. Here, number line, negative 1 and 5. I find that the numbers between negative 1 and 5 included in x and included in y. So I make it union. Number 2, x intersection y. X intersection y means that I want the common number between x and y. What's the common number between x and y? Here I draw x, negative 1 and 5. Sorry, negative 1 and 3. Negative 1 open, 3 open. And the next interval y, 1 and 5 closed. I want the common number between them. So I'll take the number in the middle. Here it will be 1 and 3. 1 and 3 counted in x and y. So it will be, the answer is with negative, is 1 and 3. 1 closed, it will be closed. It must be closed. 3 is open, it will be open. So the answer is will be 1 and 3 are closed and open. Here, 1 and 3 is the common number between x and y. Number 3. X minus y, x difference y. What's the meaning of x difference y? That means that I want the number included in x, but not included in y. X have here -1 and 3. -1 open and 3 open. Y here have 1 and 5. 1 close, 5 close. I want here the number that's that's found in X but not found in Y. What's the number here? X have -1 and 1. -1 and 1 is not included in Y interval. So it will be the answer here -1 open. So it's open, it will be open. But here one is closed. Why? Because one is included in Y. But I want to difference it. I want difference X, difference Y. I will take the number found in X but not found in Y. Not included in Y. So here one is included in Y. I want to cancel it. So I opposite it. It's closed, it will be open. So the answer here is will be -1 and 1. -1 is open and 1 it also open. Why? Because I cancel close, it will be open. I'll opposite it, it will be open. So the answer is will be -1 open and 1 open. That's the answer. -1 and 1 open. Here. Here I want y difference x. What's the meaning of y difference x? Is the number included in y but not included in x? What's the number included in y not included in x here? We have here a number line of x and the number line of y. Okay, the number included in y but not included in x, that's 5, the point 5. From what to what? From 1, from 3 and 5. But 3 not included in x, so I'll take it in y. 3 not included in x, I'll take it in y. So it will be closed because I want to include it in y. And 5, it already included, it will be it's included, so it will be closed as it. So the answer here is 3 and 5. 3 and 5 is the number not included in x, but included in y. And I'll opposite 3 from open to closed. So the answer here it will be 3 and 5 closed. Okay. For example, here I have x -infinite 2, -infinite open and so closed, y -3 and infinite. Fine. First, I want x union y. X union y means that I want to make a union between x and y in one interval. Here first, I draw it as the number line. So x union y. X union y means that I want the number in x and number in y in one interval. So I take -infinite and +infinite. Why? Because, because I want the number in on x and number on y in one interval. So I take all the numbers. So it will be -infinite and infinite. This means that I want r. So I want x intersection y. This means that the common number between x and y. It will be what? It will be -3 and 2 because -3 included in x and y and 2 is included in x and y and the number between -3 and 2 are included in x and y. So I want to take x intersection y equal -3 and 2. -3 it will be closed, 2 it will be closed. So the answer is -3 and 2 closed. X difference y. I want here the number included in x but not included in y. The number included in x -infinite, but -infinite not included in y. So the answer is -infinite first. Then the next number, -3. -3 is included in y but not included in x. But I'll take it because I'll opposite it. I'll opposite -3. It will be open. It will be open. So the interval here, the answer to a negative, it will be -infinite and -3. But -3, I'll cancel it. I'll opposite it. It will be open because I want it not included in x, but here included in y. Here I want y difference x. Here it will be infinite. It's not included and 2, but I'll opposite 2. So 2 it will be open. Or here the answer is equal. It will be 2 and infinite. 2 it will be open because I'll opposite it, and the infinite is always open. X complement, I'll cancel Y from R. I'll cancel the number, I'll cancel the number from Y from R. I'll cancel the X. It will be I'll cancel the X from R. That will be the answer two. And if I cancel the number in X, all the number in X will be the answer 2 and infinite. 2 and infinite, it's not included in Y, so I'll take it. 2 and infinite. 2, I opposite it because 2 included in X but not included in Y, so I'll take its opposite interval. It will be open, and infinite is always open. Y complement is also equal negative infinite and negative 3, but negative 3 I'll opposite it because negative 3 are closed. It will be open. Here I have complete each of the following. Number one, 1 and 4. 1 were closed intersection with 1 and 4 in set. What's the difference between interval and set? Interval here means 1 is included, 4 is included, and the number between 1 and 4, the real number between them are included. Here 1 and 4 in set means that 1 is included, 4 included, it's only, but the number between them not included. So I want the common number between them, it will be 1 and 4, because 1 and 4, they are the numbers included in both of them. Number 2. Number 2 here, 1 and 4. 1 open and 4 open. Because, so here, 1 not included, 4 not included, but the number between 1 and 4 are included. Okay, here's set 1 and 4. 1 and 4 means that's number 1 and number 4. Number 1 and number 4 not included in first interval, so they haven't common. It will be 5. Number 3, 1 and 4. 1 open, 4 closed, intersection with 1 and 4 set. Okay, 1 not included, so I can't take its in common number between them. 4 is closed, and 4 is included in 1 and 4 set 1 and 4. So the answer will be set 4 only, because number 4 included in both of them. Number 4, 1 and 4, 1 closed and 4 open. Intersection was set 1 and 4. 1 closed, so it will be included, and 1 included in the set. 4 not included in intervals and included in set. So the answer and the common number between them are 1 only. Set 1. Number 5, interval 1 closed, 4 closed, union with 1 and 4 set. Set 1 and 4 means that number 1 and number 4, and they are included in 1 and 4.